So, hey, how's it going? I know I promised a video explaining what was going on a couple of days ago, and just a little short. Just wanted to talk about what's happened. Um, a couple of Fridays ago, my wife was complaining of not being able to hold water down, or having throat issues, basically from her antibiotics. So we rushed her to the hospital. They couldn't find anything. They found some internal bleeding, which is, we find out later, it's just from being anemic. So not enough iron, which I never have an issue with. I eat so much meat. And then, so as we were going through Saturday morning, I got up there. I left her there at night. You should spend the night. Wouldn't be the first time, but wanted to make sure that she was okay. So I came up Saturday, and she was fine. She was in a little pain because turns out her bed was like an fancy air mattress, just not firm enough. It was terrible. I slept in it, had backache within 20 minutes. It was awful. So I turned up the firmness later on, figured it out. Made her weigh 240 pounds, and it was a lot more comfortable. Anyways, I leave her Saturday night late, get back up Sunday morning, and she was in an infantile state. Didn't know who I was, couldn't focus, just sat there and cried of pain. Turns out throughout the night they gave her oxy, codone. Good stuff, right? For somebody who has cirrhosis, that's wonderful. Along with Tylenol. So her belly, which I had managed to get down with her help, was way back, bloated back up. They had to drain it again. Part of having cirrhosis. And she, it was bad. She didn't know who I was. So I stayed there. I couldn't go home and go to sleep because I wanted to make sure they didn't give her any more oxy or anything liver toxic. At least not that damaging. That combination is highly liver toxic, by the way. So I wanted to make sure of that, so I stayed the night. Slept in this little chair, basically in a square. It was awful. The wind was fine up until I started explaining all this stuff. So, and then spent the next day, made sure that everyone knows not to give her any more oxy, and she finally started popping out of it. Maybe Wednesday started becoming herself. She still isn't quite herself because part of it is just not sleep, and they said that sometimes it can cause that type of ammonia poisoning. That's what ends up happening. Ammonia gets into the brain and all other systems of the body, until they drain it. They give you lactulose for that. And just standard procedure they did to her. It wasn't anything like they weren't being maniacal. They're just trying to get her to relax, and there's just nothing left to relax with. So she started coming back around, and but she's gonna need me a lot more now. So I took a leave of absence from work. Had to do something I had to do. Definitely can't leave her unattended for 10-12 hours a day. It's just not going to happen. But while I was there, I was like, well, I'm not going to eat crap. So I literally went 3 days without eating. I went from Sunday evening to Wednesday evening without really eating anything. I had a couple of little bites of grapes and strawberries in there. So I figured it was better than eating crap or hospital food or anything from the snack machine for sure. So I thought that would be better. And turns out once you get to a certain point, you just don't feel hungry anymore. In fact, I had to force myself to eat. But it will slow your metabolism. So it's not something you want to do for long periods of time. So what I did is kind of gradually got back up to doing stuff. I went to the gym the last 3 days. I'm trying to to get a lot more aerobic, just in general. Just because it's necessity. As you get older, your circulation will just die on you. And I've got all these horseflies all around me, and it's absolutely horrible. They like to take a chunk out of you. There's one on my phone right now. Must want to take a bite out of my phone. But yeah, she's going to need me a lot more. Still planning on being in the best shape of my life at 50, no matter what. And that is, it's a little over 3 weeks away. But I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to let anything stop me. Even a horrible situation like this. So I had to get that fly. He was not. Look at him. Look at him around me. Look at that little bastard. Anyways. So, wanted to explain what was going on and let you know that I haven't stopped. I'm going to keep going. In fact, I had people at the gym yesterday say, "Hey, you look huge." I'm tiny and I'm weak, but I'm way lower body fat, so it makes you look bigger. One thing that happened was I got dehydrated over that time period, though, too. Over those 3 days, I just didn't drink enough water. It's really easy to do. I've been making sure to drink more. But I'm getting my mindset back together, and hopefully tomorrow I will be back on it 100%. And, it's really bad when you're not even drinking any dairy, and you're basically chicken, broccoli, and rice, and red meat twice a week, and fish once a week. That's pretty much what I've been doing. Just wanted to explain to you all what's going on. Remember, I love you all. I'll have my pictures posted soon, and we'll keep going. All right. Have a great day. I love you.